Can you tell us if something made you smile today?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I had fun talking to you. So having all this, mumbo jumbo of mine put down, maybe that's useful. I think I've smiled during this whole presentation. So yeah, no, so thank you for doing this. And, I don't know, how many people do you have that listen to this stuff anyway?
I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but Devi, who did the first season, she received some really positive feedback on Twitter and on Facebook. And I guess
I'm not, anyone who knows me also, I'm not a social media person. So yeah. I tell people the story I have now is I got burned out on social media in the 1980s. So I used to participate a lot in the Usenet AI group and the Usenet group on origin and creation science, because I had recently become an atheist and I was really countered any of these ideas about creation science. And I was very active, particularly on that group, and I just got burned out on it when I was a graduate student in the 1980s. And so I have not done social media since, being an active participant in Usenet news groups in the 80s.
Fascinating. Describe something that made you smile today.
Yeah, the conversations with my wife beforehand about things that I shouldn't say.
And can you tell us anything about what you shouldn't say?
Nope.
Okay, fair enough. Describe something that made you smile today.
Describe something that made me smile today.
There's one of the easy ones from Devi's list.
Smile. Yeah, today was now I remember I didn't smile the other side. It was nothing funny happened this morning. I had some normal day, and I drove to work and I chat with people and I ate lunch and now I'm here.
Sounds good. So then I'll take credit for making you laugh on that last one.
Yeah.
Describe something that made you smile today.
Well, I think I've smiled a lot out of awkwardness in this call. Does that count?
Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah.
Yep.
Describe something that made you smile today.
Our conversation. Okay, no, but in all honesty, our neighbor has bees that he's trying to keep in Oakland, in the city of Oakland. He's trying to have some bees, and these bees are constantly escaping because they don't want to be here, obviously. And he does all these tricks to make them stay. Like he imitates rain so that they don't leave. Today he was like putting some smoke around them just to create apparently that's what you do with bees. You have to create this environment so that they don't feel like they want to leave their home. So either rain or smoke does that apparently. So I was looking like just before I joined this, I was just laughing my ass off.
How does one imitate the rain? Like, is he just standing around with
you
a
take
hose?
You take a hose and you sprinkle the beehive.
I see. Okay, and this is a man-made hive. This is an artificial construction. It's not like he just found a hive in his.
No.
Okay.
This is and I think that we're now in the fourth queen.
I see. Okay.
But hey, at least we get some honey, so that's good.
You get fresh, local, organic, neighborhood sourced.
Correct, honey from bees that clearly don't want to be here.
I see. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Describe something that made you smile today.
Oh yeah, this was fun. I've been laughing for a while. Yeah, this was fun. The other thing that was very funny was, I had a funny conversation with Joanne, a PhD student who I work with today, and that we were supposed to have a meeting, and she was confused that we didn't have a meeting because I had made a meeting, but I hadn't added her to the meeting. But it was a meeting with me and her, so it was very confusing. Yeah, that was also fun.
So you had an invite with just you on it.
Yes. And then I was in the meeting and I was like, John, where are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we've solved the telepathy problem to that extent.
No.
Where,
John and I have a really good communication thing going, but this one she didn't catch on. Used to
Yeah.
improve.
yeah. We should give it. Yeah, that sounds like something that she should work on. Describe something that made you smile today.
Oh, today has been a long day. Again, feeling more like a robot here. I can't remember. There was something. Well, an entirely cliche answer would be the flowers in my garden and the trees blossoming outside. We have this tiny little garden that we're not good gardeners and we didn't put a lot of work into it, but we did make something in our front lawn, and now there's hyacinths and daffodils and the beginnings of tulips, which will probably be eaten by the infamous Pittsburgh deer soon, but we'll see. So that makes me smile. I really like spring and I like flowers and trees.
Sounds lovely.
Describe something that made you smile today.
Yeah, what made me smile today? Whatever reason today was a stressful day to think about what actually made me smile.
How about this week?
This week, yeah, that's better. Yeah, I went and got drinks outside with a friend for the first time in a really long time, which is nice.
That's nice.
It's starting to get warm here, so we can actually do that. So that was a month-long smile, I'd say.
That's really nice. Describe something that made you smile today or this week.
So there's a subreddit for professors on Reddit, and it's like 80% complaints that you'd hear at a faculty meeting that you don't want to read online. And it's 20% just amazing memes. And it so happened that something that was happening on my teaching side lined up with one of those memes this week in a way that was just perfectly timed. And that got a solid chuckle out of me, which is about all you can expect from scrolling through Reddit or something.
Care to share?
No.
Okay. You can send me a link afterwards. Describe something that made you smile this week or today.
We can go out a little bit more now, and so I honestly, this is going to make me sound like I'm trying to play the game for some extra popularity, but it's pretty cool to see other kids and families and stuff. So just waiting in the shopping line and just their reaction to someone else's dog. Just the excitement of children at dog. I don't know, these things are probably things I wouldn't have noticed 18 months ago, which I should have noticed, but I wouldn't have. So I like that. I think at the moment I'm really, any people contact makes me like that, incidental. And I didn't even engage with these people, right? I just, maybe a smile and whatever, but yeah, I think I'm just really enjoying all the things that we haven't had for a year or two. So yeah, that makes me sound really virtuous. I'm definitely not, but at the moment that does actually definitely does make me happy.
Describe something that made you smile this week.
What made me smile this week? I told you I was 6-month-old, so I've been smiling. She treats me as if she has a personal sort of chauffeur and a personal butler, who has to be ordered around. And so I've got a break so that I'm able to sort of meet you, but I just have to go back. So, so I like my 6-month-old daughter, like, yeah, I have to see how she treats me and not and do anything but smile.
That makes sense. Describe something that made you smile this week.
This is a very specific thing. So I discovered pitch meetings this week.
What are pitch meetings?
It's a thing that's a part of Screen Rant, which is an account on YouTube. So I'm a big fan of things like Honest Trailers and How It Should Have Ended, which you either know about or you don't. And YouTube has been trying to tell me for months now that I should be looking at something called pitch meetings. And I just like, no, it looks stupid. I just didn't want to do it. Anyway, I don't know how, but I stumbled into a pitch meeting, and it is just one of the most delightful things. I just have enjoyed it. I've been doing nothing but like hours of watching, pitch meetings. I highly recommend if you've heard of, How It Should Have Ended or Honest Trailers, you just like movies or TV shows and people's takes on them. I absolutely recommend finding this series of videos. This just has made me laugh, and I've just enjoyed it. Probably to the detriment of other things I should be doing, but I really enjoyed it. That's the thing that I discovered in the last 3 or 4 days that I've really enjoyed. The other thing that's made me smile is my son keeps discovering new puns, and he keeps telling them to me, and I won't tell you what he said, but he did come up to me with a pun that he made up, and I just found it great, and I just found myself smiling. That was terrible, and I really truly appreciated it. That's very personal, but go watch pitch meetings on Screen Rant. It's on YouTube. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Describe something that made you smile this week.
I was just coming off from NACL, and so my student Peter giving really good talk. He was filling in for the first author, Shiming, who unfortunately got a bit too sick to present it herself. But so Peter had to step in really last minute, and he did really well. So I was just very proud for both of them. Yeah,
that's really nice.
Yeah.
I know that feeling, and it's just such a nice thing about the word.
Yeah.